G'day, welcome back to another episode of Togl. This is part 2 to last week's episode where I was doing the little trip around Tassie with my sister and cousin and their husbands. So this week we're going to go to a cheese factory, we're going to go to a whiskey distillery, and then we're going to go and have a look around near Cradle Mountain at a place called Dove Lake. I'm sure parts of it you will all recognise from the Tasmania Tourist Bureau. Anyway, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy this part 2 to our little trip around Tassie. So the next stop on our little tour is Frank's Cidery in the town of Franklin. It's not called Frank's because of Franklin, the guy's name actually was Frank. So we're just going to stop in here and do some cider tasting. I'll show you around inside, it's quite a cute little building. They've set up in here like a little museum, bit of information about the apple cider industry, some of the old equipment and grading tools, and some really cool old photos. Last stop on our little journey, Willie Smith's Apple Cidery, right on a very busy road. So they've got a good location, but most of those cars gone now, you can hear me. So yeah, Willie Smith's Apple Cidery, they got some live music here as well, so we're going to pop in here, have a little bite to eat, and try some more ciders. These are all actually real apples that are growing at the time, which is why a lot of these are empty, and you can see some of them are getting a bit wrinkly and old because we're coming towards the end of the apple season. That kid's orange red. They have a very good display here of a lot of the old apple picking and apple sorting equipment. Where they would have used them to grade the apples. Today we're heading from Hobart back north, where we're going to go to our accommodation. We're going to Cradle Mountain tomorrow, but along the way, just near a town called Perth, not Perth WA, Perth Tassie, we've decided to stop in here to the Adams Whiskey Distillery. So we're going to go and take a look around in there, maybe have a few samples. If only you could all smell what I'm smelling right now, because wow, it's enough to take your head off. It's a lot of whiskey. He just ate a slow berry. He said they're not that tart.
It's like cross between a camel.
Delivered to Canberra too, when you get some Easter.
Sorry?
You deliver to Canberra?
We do online delivery.
Yeah, syrupy it is on the glass.
So, who's doing tastings? Yeah? So just 3? 1, 2 and 3? That's it?
Sorry, she's the driver.
No, that's alright. We make. We did win gold at the World Gin Awards, and we also won Australia Slow Gin, and we've also won Gin Distillery of the Year a couple of times.
It's very sweet.
It is. Yeah. So what it needs is to have the alcohol content bumped up a bit, and we do that by adding just the gin straight back into it.
Yeah.
So what that will do is pull back some of the sweetness, open up some of the character, up the alcohol content. So that's why it still needs a bit of work and development.
So this is the non-peated?
Yes, this is non-peated.
And this is 46-ish.
Brought, put me on camera. I'm not going to say who it is now. No, but he brought a lot of big acts to Tasmania, so he's happy to organise something and just make that
So we're just going to go down and visit the cooperage. This is where they make all the barrels on site by hand.
We're working out the set there's specifics there. Once it's done, they're toast over, they'll then set fire to the barrel. It'll all burn up and everything. Hello. There you go. Good. Your pots aren't on fire.
Plain there.
Mel!
So this is a 125 litre quarter cask that we've made out of an old bourbon barrel. So you can see there how much shape it's got in it compared to those ones out there. That's why we rebend. And then that's what the inside ends up finishing like. So that's on the lighter end of a char. Some with a deep.
That's on the lighter end of a char.
Yeah, with a French oak barrel in particular, you'll get what's called an alligator char, and it's just big, deep cracks.
Work Saturday, Sunday, and close Monday, Tuesday. So yeah, Amber's House of Amber's House of Chocolate. How you going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. We do have little taster bags here as well, which are
Oh,
complimentary.
very good. So I couldn't resist. I got myself some dark chocolate macadamia nuts. Yummo. I think I'll be polishing off a few of those this evening. One more stop on our little road trip today. Sprayton Cidery. So we're actually just gone through the town of Sprayton. There's apple orchards everywhere, hence why there's a cidery here. And then our next stop is going to be down to Sheffield, and it's down near Sheffield that we're going to spend the night before we go to Cradle Mountain tomorrow. A lovely little area out here for the cidery. Be a nice place to come and have lunch and a couple of drinks. So we went and got ourselves one of these Sprayton cider tasting paddles, and yeah, we'll taste what they've got to offer while we sit in nice comfy lounges. This is where we're going to hole up for the night. It's called the AAA Granary, and there's several cottages down here. We're staying in this one. It's got a nice little balcony around the front here. We can have a little barbecue or something. Tonight we're going to head into town, into Sheffield for dinner, but we'll see what we decide to do tomorrow night. Check out our view. That's pretty spectacular. Very nice. So tomorrow we're off to Cradle Mountain. They're actually expecting snow tomorrow with a top of 5 up at Cradle Mountain, so we'll see. Could be an interesting day. G'day everyone. Well, we are up at the Cradle Mountain Visitor Centre this morning. It's a little bit fresh, but it looks like it's going to be a lovely day. And so we're just going to go and have a quick look at the Visitor Centre. Then we're going to drive up and we're going to do the Cradle Mountain walk. So we'll bring some footage of that along and yeah, see how we go. that is the famous Cradle Mountain. And we're just going to walk down here to Dove Lake. Now if you look over on that other mountain there, you can see that orangey yellow colour up on the sides of the mountain. One of Australia's very few deciduous plants, that's the beech trees. And like a lot of the European trees, they change colour and lose their leaves in winter time. Being autumn right now, we've got that beautiful colour change. And you can just see a little bit of the lake down there. That's where we're headed. Certainly a pretty special place up here, and it's very icy at the moment too. There's actually little patches of snow up there we saw on the way in. But yeah, what a gorgeous, gorgeous place. I'm looking forward to coming back in the summertime and doing a few of the longer hikes. Here we are, arriving at the boat shed. One of the most photographed places in Tasmania, this little boat shed, right on the shores of Dove Lake. Shane's getting his photographs in.
Trying. Whether they're any good or not is a different story.
Alright, so we're done up at Dove Lake and now we're going to do a short 2.1 kilometre walk along this boardwalk. It takes us from Ronnie Creek Car Park up to Snake Hill Car Park, and then we'll catch the bus from there back to the visitor centre. Walk off the edge of the boardwalk. Yeah, well, we made it to Snake Hill. Now we're just going to catch the bus back up to the visitor centre. Well, we finished our little walk down there at Cradle Mountain and we thought we'd stop into Devils at Cradle. We'll go and have a look at some Tassie Devils and Eastern quolls, well, quolls in general.
Slowly wrapping up now, end of May we'll be finished, and we've got a lot of pouches to check in the next couple of weeks, hopefully finding lots of little joeys in those pouches. We check pouches when the joeys are an estimated 3 weeks of age, and at that age the size of the tit, very, very small. Her Wilbur and the other two devils in here are also.
Hey sis, come take a photo. Oh, come and look at this. Right to me, right to me. He just laid down and put his arm around the other one.
Oh, that's so cute. That is so cute.
Unsure on there. Oh, it's like an alpha.
Yeah.
Bit more active in the sun, I suppose.
Yeah.
He's going up. He's going up. He's going up. This one's actually climbing up though. On the back of his leg there,
Yeah.
or is that on both front legs? Or they're just really muscly?
Maybe.
Just launching.
I know, he was just running.
What a bossy boots. Well, that wraps up our little tour of Tassie. I hope you've enjoyed that. Maybe given you a few ideas of things you could see if you come down this way, or if you live down this way. Anyway, next week I'll be back up on the block. Time to get some more work done back up there. So please, leave a comment below if you liked it. Share, like and subscribe, all that sort of good stuff. And I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Cheers.